Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to another video here on the Nober Motorsport channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the VCDS course for Audi A. In this VCDS course for Audi A3, we will be discussing all the functions you have available in the course. I will also show you all the features in my audio, reminding you that the course can be paid in up to 10 installments without interest. You have access to the entire course for 5 straight years, and we keep adding updates. This course is suitable for Audi A3 models from 2013 to 2022, including 1.4, 1.8, and 2.0 models, as well as the newest model with 190 horsepower. Just make your purchase, enter your credit card. You can pay by invoice, which takes a bit longer to verify, or you can pay via PayPal or other available payment methods. Sound good? So let's get started without further ado. The entire course is presented in 100% video lessons, showing you step by step directly on the VCDS screen how to perform each activation. I'll show you the configurations first inside the car, then I'll show you the configurations on the outside of the car. All are functional. A final note before we start: the simpler cars, for example, the most basic A3 1.4 model, it has fewer features because it is more basic. So you don't have as many features as an A3 2.0. In general, the 2.0 and 1.8 models are fully equipped, so you can enable almost everything. But the 1.4 model is much more basic, so it lacks many features because this car has more basic modules from the factory. So let's go, let's get in the car, let's go. I'll show you all the functions that are already active, so let's start with the panel, okay? The first thing you'll get from the course, which is one of the most important things, is that we teach you how to scan your car, save errors, identify errors, problems that your car already has, so that you can solve the problems. Next, we will show you which features you have. The parking diagram is not active in the car, so when you shift into reverse, it won't show you this parking diagram where it shows the distance you are from the object or the wall when you are reversing. So when you activate this function in our course, this little car will start to appear on the screen when you put it in reverse, and you will be able to see the distance. Also, you have the option to install a rear view camera, and when you put it in reverse, you will have a view of the rear camera. In addition to having a view of the rear camera, you can have the car icon in the corner showing your distance from a wall, an object, or anything like that. After that, we have the stopwatch feature. Right, we can access the stopwatch in the car by clicking on these 3 dots, and then you come here to the right panel. Let me show it here. Here on the panel we have the lap timer option, which is this feature here. In this feature you can start the timer, and each time you click you start marking lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, lap 4, and then you have the intermediary time option. You have a diary option where you can pause and review your time and statistics, such as the fastest and slowest lap times and the average of your laps. There is also a reset function to start from scratch. Additionally, we have another function that is not set by default. It's found below. If you scroll down, you will find an option that displays the temperature of the engine oil. It's vital for ensuring that the oil is at the correct operating temperature, preventing any overheating issues. You can activate this function at any time. We also offer the ability to disable the start-stop button, the button you see right here. The start-stop function can be permanently disabled. If you don't enjoy using it, there's no need to keep toggling it off every time you get in the car. Simply turn it off permanently. Remember, you can reactivate it whenever you desire. You also have the option to turn off the seatbelt buzzer. That little icon that appears when you're not wearing your seatbelt will disappear when you deactivate the warning signal. It won't beep anymore when you're not wearing the seatbelt, but remember, this doesn't influence the functioning of the airbag in any way. Many people question this. When you click on the arrow, it will blink several times. When you just give it one tap. What's a tap on the arrow? It's simply lifting it and releasing. It works automatically, and you can change it to blink 3 times, which is what comes from factory by default. If you give it a tap, it will blink 5 times. Here I'm going to tap the arrow and it will blink 5 times. This function can also be activated via VCDS. You can also activate the daytime running LEDs, DRL, through the Multimedia Center. On the Multimedia Center screen, we go to Menu, then Car Functions, and from there you can go to System. Here we access the car settings, and what do we do here? We select car settings. Exterior lighting is the next step, correct? Here, you can choose to switch the daytime running LEDs, DRL, on or off. Options for exterior lights include lights when exiting, lights when locking, and running lights. When you click the option, it turns off, automatically disabling the LED in the headlight. By clicking it again, the LED in the headlight turns back on. Remember, you can also activate this under the travel option. Here you can see the signal when locking option. When you lock the car, it doesn't beep by default. You have the choice to leave it on or off. Is that clear? This varies depending on the model. Some A3 models have this active by default, others do not. Beyond that, in the Adjustments and Services section, under Services and Control, we activate this function. This window wiper blade is used both for replacing the wiper blade and also for when you want to wash the car. Leave the blades up. I'm going to slide it off a bit here and give you a demonstration so you can see how it works. We'll click here to turn it on and it will automatically raise the wiper blades. See how the wiper blades have raised here. When we touch the control unit and click off, it reduces the automatic wiper blades, okay? So these are 2 additional functions we have. Raising the window without interruptions isn't exactly what it seems. A lot of people are confused by this function. Raising the windows without interruptions is when the car is running and you park, stop somewhere. The window is either going up or down when the car engine starts by itself due to the start-stop function. The window pauses, then continues going up, or in cases where you've parked in front of your building to get the car into the garage, you brake completely. Or at the entrance of your house, you lower the window. If the engine turns off and when you click to raise the window starts to rise. If you release the brake, the engine starts up and the window pauses, then continues to go up. What we do is eliminate that. You can raise the windows with just a touch of a key. Also, we have a sunroof opening where you can open the sunroof with a single touch. Besides that, you can also raise the roof, lift the roof flap, or you can slide back the roof. You can open the entire roof using the key and adjust the brightness of the LED. Has mine already been adjusted? The LED brightness is up to 100%. So when you look at my car's headlight, the LED shines stronger, and this is with both the option of only the daytime running light, DRL on, and also with the DRL on along with the headlight. I always leave it at 100%. Apart from that, we also have the blinker. I'm going to show you what it's like and also answer another common question that people have about the blinker. A lot of people get confused, don't understand, not exactly sure what it is, so I'm going to show you here what the blinker option is. I'm going to step out of the car and show you. Are you seeing this blinker? It's the turn signal from the RS3's taillights. The turn signal, it works on the non-RS3 taillights, which are the older models. What does it do? It isn't going to run like this. It will alternate lighting up the trunk lid light with the light on the body. It does so alternately. It lights up one, turns off the other, lights up one, and turns off the other. It lights up the entire bar and turns off and on. It alternates the entire light bar on and off. It doesn't run like this. For clarification, it can't be activated on the original taillights that aren't from the RS3 like this model. Physically, it's not possible, and you can't use software either, because the wiring connections of the taillights are completely different from this one. This one allows you to turn on each LED one at a time. Let's move on to the next setting. Okay, the next settings that we have available would be the backlight daytime running light, so you can leave both the flashlight and the headlight on during the day. Originally from the factory, the flashlight is the only light that stays on. In fact, only the headlight. The flashlight is off and we leave both the headlight and the flashlight on, okay? We leave both on. Changing the intensity of the DRL, as we have already discussed, turning off the traction and torque control, we can turn it off 100%, right? Traction and torque control, so this is one of the features that a lot of people always ask us for. Right, we included in the course how to turn off 100% of the engine's traction and torque control so that you can engage launch control and the original traction control doesn't keep kicking in, taking away power from the car. In the course, we also teach you how to recalibrate the S-tronic gearbox right from Audi, which would be 6 and 7 gears, which would be double clutch. We teach you step by step how to recalibrate this gearbox. Oh, we also have the option where we engage the electronic handbrake and the LED turns off. And when you release the electronic handbrake to drive the car, the LED at the front turns on again. We also teach you how to check the original mileage of the car. So if you are going to buy a car and you want to see its mileage to check if it's original, we also teach you step by step in this course how to check the original mileage. Oh, we have some bonuses, right, with our course. These are several cool bonuses that we teach. These bonuses are not released at the moment of purchase. You buy and you will have all these video classes already released. And bonuses are things that are released over time. There are bonuses that are released 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, and so on. We also have the option of tilt down, for those who don't know how to put that name. When you shift into reverse, the passenger's rear view mirror goes down automatically so that you can see the curb. So you don't scrape your car wheel. Then we will have other functions, right? Turning off the ignition. The headlight is when you unlock the car. So when you unlock the car, normally the xenon headlight comes on along with the LED. I changed it on my car so that only the LED and the fog light light up, because then there's no such thing as the xenon lights up, turn off the xenon, turn on the xenon, turn off the xenon, because this is bad. Beyond drawing a lot of energy, because the xenon headlight draws a lot of energy because of the reactor and everything else. You keep turning the xenon on and off. Many times it ends up shortening the life of the xenon headlight bulb. Turning on the light means opening the trunk, so this function I'm going to out of the car to show you. Okay, that it's very interesting. This function works in a really cool way. A lot of people even ask me why it works like this and what was it created for, right? So let's go. This function was created for the following thing. It always lights up when you open the trunk, okay? So let's go. We're going to open the trunk, okay? I'm going to do it using the key here. And you'll see that the flashlight on the edges will turn on automatically. So look, see it's lit at the bottom there. It's lit here at the bottom. Why does it light up? Precisely to warn an incoming driver if you are on a dark street that your car is parked. So the reverse light comes on, and as soon as you close it, the trunk lid turns off automatically. Alright guys, let's continue. There are many more cool features to present and explain to you. So, returning to the car, let's proceed here, shall we? Our list of all the features we have for you, so let's get to it and continue. We have the VIA VCDs command. To change the brake pads, okay, one interesting thing is that when you change the brake pads on the Audi A3, the handbrake is a button, it's electronic. This is more related to repairs and such. It applies more to mechanical workshops, but we've added it as a bonus for you too. When you go to change brake pads, you need to recalibrate it and release the electric motor. Every time you pull the electronic handbrake, you hear a noise. This noise is the electric motor pushing the caliper to lock the handbrake. When you change it, you can't just push it back because you ruin the electronic system. So you will use the VCDS command that we teach in the course to open this little electric handbrake motor, and after you change the brake part, you will use the command again, so it regulates itself and does calibration. Regarding the new brake pad, there's a function that allows you to lock the car while the engine is running. This function only applies to cars that are the Audi A3 sedan 2022 models, which already have the button for turning the car on and off. So you can get out of the car, keep the engine running, and lock the vehicle. In addition to that, we have the start-stop button here, which is used to start the car in these newer 2022 models. It's a small button that you press securely to start the car's engine. You can leave it pulsing, so the light becomes dim and then bright, creating a pleasing effect. But we also emphasize that this only pertains to 2022 models. So what else do we have? You can reset the service notice. Many people these days no longer have their cars serviced at Audi dealerships. So if you want to change the oil in your car outside the dealership at any workshop, and maybe they don't have a way for you to erase that annoying service warning that keeps alerting every time you enter the car, we teach you here in the course how to reset the warning. As for inspections, you do the inspection, reset it 365 days or 10,000 kilometers later it reappears on the dashboard. You perform maintenance again, then come back with your VCDS and erase this annoying inspection warning. Moving on from there, we show you in the course how to install the RS3's taillight. So we provide a step-by-step video on how to dismantle the original taillight and the Audi RS3 taillight if you want to buy an Audi RS3 taillight and install it on your car. We also teach you how to dismantle some of the Audi's interior finishes. This is pretty cool, so I'm going to show you here and tell you what we show in a step-by-step video lesson, okay? We teach you how to dismantle this bar here and how to remove it if you have to replace it or if you have to do any maintenance with us. Also how to remove the air vents. We teach you in a video lesson, step by step, how to replace the air conditioner or install a cell phone holder that you might be interested in. This includes all functions and other related parts. We also guide you on how to remove the traditional air conditioner and swap it out for a digital one. We train you on how to completely remove, dismantle, and assemble this console in case you want to install the auto hold button. We provide a PDF guide teaching you how to do this step by step. We teach you how to activate this button, understand? In our course, we show you how to dismantle an Audi A 3-door completely, whether for maintenance or to install accessories such as the LED frisos that I have installed in. In addition to what we've already discussed, we create tutorials for activations and for teaching all the steps we take here. We have some more interesting aspects of our course. For instance, we teach you how to remove the air vents, switch from analog to digital air conditioning, and dismantle the multimedia center screen. This could be useful if you want to replace the screen with another model. If you're having trouble with the screen and need to perform maintenance on it, we have instructions for that too. Some people have had issues with the screen not moving up and down as needed. We teach you how to reset the system in such cases, and in 80% of those cases, our instructions help them get the screen working again. We also teach you a function that activates all the lights on buttons, including those for locking and unlocking, window controls, and even the steering wheel and pedal shifts. All of these lights glow progressively brighter when you start the car in the dark. So guys, this is all that we have available here for you, our VCDS course. I think it's the only course in Brazil, perhaps the world, that offers and teaches how to perform VCDS activation. We address people's inquiries here. The course is very comprehensive. The lessons are top quality, so guys, I hope you liked it. If you're interested in purchasing this course, we'll leave the link in the first pinned comment below. Furthermore, in addition to leaving the link in the first pinned comment, we'll also provide it in the video description for you to buy this course, okay? I hope you enjoyed the video. These are all the capabilities available for the Audi A. If you have any questions or any topics of interest, drop them below in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks guys, take care everyone, goodbye. Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome to another video here on the Nobre Motorsport channel. Today I'm going to discuss and elaborate a bit more on the VCDS course for Audi A. In here we're talking about all the features that you have available in the course. Additionally, I will demonstrate all the features in my audio. Please note that the course can be paid for in up to 10 interest-free installments, and you'll have access to the entire course for 5 consecutive years. We continue to upload updates, and it's worth mentioning that this course is applicable for A3 2013 to 2022 models, including 1.4, 1.8, 2.0, and even the newer models. That's the 190 horsepower and the 20190 version. Don't forget, all you have to do is make the purchase, enter your credit card information. You can pay with an invoice, which takes a bit longer to process. Alternatively, you can also pay via PayPal or any other payment methods that we have available, alright? And so, without further ado, let's give you a demonstration. The entire course is 100% in video format, showing you step-by-step on-screen VCDS, how to activate each function. So I'll firstly show you the settings within the car, and then the settings outside the car, all in operation. Before that, I do have one last thing to share about the cars that are more basic. Take for instance the A3 1.4 is the most basic of all. It has fewer features, mainly because the car's module is more basic. Hence, it doesn't have as many features as an A3 2.0. Generally, the 2.0 and 1.8 are very comprehensive, and therefore you can activate almost everything. In the case of the 1.4 model, it's a lot more basic, so there are quite a few features that don't apply because the car's original factory module is much more rudimentary, understand? So let's get started, let's get inside. The car, we're going to show you all three features directly in action. So here we are inside the car, and now we're going to demonstrate it directly from the dashboard. So let's get the key so we can turn on the ignition and show everything to you here. The features, let me find a good angle here. Alright, let's get going. I'll start with the panel, okay? So the first thing you'll get from the course, arguably one of the most important parts, is we teach you how to scan your car. That includes saving errors, identifying errors, and the problems that already exist in your car. The objective is so you can resolve these problems. Next, we are going to show you what functionalities you'd have, like the parking graph, for example. It's not active in the car by default. So when you engage factory settings, it doesn't display this parking graph which shows how far you are from an object or wall when reversing. However, once you activate this feature using our course material, this little car icon will start to appear on the screen when you engage reverse gear. You will be able to see the distance as well. There's also an option for you to install a reverse camera. Once installed, whenever you put the car in reverse, you'll get a view of the reversing camera's feed right here. Along with the reversing camera's view, you can have the car icon in the corner displaying the distance you are from items such as a wall, an object, a cone, or anything of the sort. After that, we have the stopwatch function. Then we have options for an intermediate time that you can see. You have the options to pause and continue the timer, and stats such as fastest lap, slowest lap, which would be the intermediate, right? And the average of your lap. At the end, you can reset it to start again. After that, you have the option to activate additional features that are not enabled by default in this bar below. In this little bar, if you scroll all the way down, now we have the option here displaying the current temperature of the engine oil. This is very important for you to have, so that when you hit the accelerator, you can always be sure that the engine oil is at the right temperature and is not overheating. So you can enable this feature using our course material. After that, we can show you how to turn off the start-stop button. You can see it right here. It's the start-stop button. You can disable it permanently. So for those of you who don't like using the start-stop feature and don't want to keep clicking it every time you get in the car, you can disable it forever using the activation method. After deactivating the start-stop option, you should remember that you can always enable it whenever you want. Okay guys, there's no need to keep it turned off forever. You also have the option to turn off the seatbelt reminder. That small icon that appears when you aren't wearing the seatbelt stops showing up when you disable the seatbelt warning. You know, the seatbelt reminder, and it doesn't